Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Zookeepers. My name is Salman and in today's video we'll be discussing about rabbits. Watch the entire video as in the end of the video I'll be sharing the topic of my next video. The hint for the same is vegetation, which is favorite of all herbivorous animals. My lovebirds, they irritate me every time I start making a video. I don't know why they'll have to be a part of my video, although they cannot speak English. So let's get started. Before I start my today's video, I have a couple of updates regarding the channel. I'm really happy with the response that I had got for my previous video regarding tigers. There were a lot of suggestions that came in and I'm trying to review all of them, and there are a couple of very good suggestions. I'm trying to implement them. Thank you very much for pouring in so much of love. Keep up that love and share the video. I'll do my best to bring you good content and make your time worth on my channel. So before I go ahead with the video, there is another thing that I would like to just highlight here. There's a tough time that currently a couple of people are facing in the southern part of India. As I'm making this video on 26 November 2020, there is a cyclone alert which is being given in southern part of India. And the climate right now, I see outside my window, it's drizzling all the time. Also this morning I had read in the news that around 150 trees have already been uprooted because of high winds and huge rainfall in some in southern part of India, especially that is Tamil Nadu, and there is a lot of property destruction as well that has happened, which I can see on the news. My deep condolence to people who have lost anything in this natural disaster. We can only pray to God that these things get sorted at soonest, and our fellow human beings can get back to their normal lives as soon as possible. Let's get started with the video. In this video, I would like to describe a rabbit's life in three different aspects. First would be the wild aspect, as they live in the wild, and the second aspect is a part of the food chain that they are in, and the third part is if we can have them as pets or not, would be my entire video. So starting off with the first topic, that is in the wild. What do rabbits, how is their lifestyle in the wild? Rabbits are hunted by multiple animals, not just cheetahs. They are also hunted by wolves, small fox, and a lot of other small predatory animals that rely on small prey. They definitely hunt down rabbits. In the wild, they live in burrows. They usually consume all type of vegetation. They rely on hay a lot, but they also eat a lot of fruits and vegetables if available. In the wild, the only defense that they have from their predatory animals is their speed. They can run up to 40 kilometers per hour, but their predators also match the similar speed, and they usually are a part of a big food chain, and most carnivorous animals do consume them as their everyday meal. Across the globe, we have around 305 species of rabbits and 13 wild species of rabbit. Depending on regions, there are a couple of rabbits which stay only in warm regions and grasslands, and there are a couple of rabbits which stay in chilly cold weathers in icelands. Rabbits also differ from size to size. There are multiple species which are very tiny with tiny ears, and there are a couple of species which are huge and with very long ears. Rabbits also come in different colors, size and shapes depending on the habitat that they are into. Their fur size also differs. Some are really bulky and some are moderately furry. This all depends on the habitat that they are into. Now I would like to talk about the food chain that they are a part of the human food chain. Rabbits have been consumed by humans for a very long time now. They have been domesticated, and there are a lot of farms across the globe which are a part of the meat industry. The reason being is rabbits are very good at reproduction. A female rabbit matures in just 3 to 8 months of its birth and is ready to reproduce. And you would be surprised to know that once it has littered, it can reproduce and get into mating the very next day. So there are a huge number of cycles that you can run on female rabbits compared to other animals of similar size. This is actually being utilized by many breeding farms, and rabbit is a part of a big food chain and a meat business that is globally being consumed. Also, rabbit's fur is used by multiple industries to create everyday products. These are just a couple of reasons why rabbits are domesticated. Now we'll come to our last and final topic, if rabbit is a good pet to have at home or not. To start off with, I would straight away say It's a good pet, but not for all. Rabbits are territorial. They do not get into each other's space until it's mating season. Although a couple of rabbits get along, at times they do not accept a new rabbit in the. You would have to be very careful if you are introducing a new rabbit to your existing rabbit. And before you buy a rabbit, there are a couple of things that you will have to be really careful of. One is the space, because rabbits' nature is that they require space. They run, they jump, they hop around. So you need to give them good amount of space. If you are not able to accommodate the same, I would suggest definitely not to go for a rabbit. And rabbits are not easy to maintain. Their food is a little more expensive. At least the way I have been maintaining my rabbit. Although my Persian cat has its expenses, but I still feel that rabbit actually needs everyday expenses. There are a lot of vegetation that they eat, and I try to provide him with different vegetations every now and then. I keep changing them so that he is consuming sufficient, and there is always something new for him. I do not repeat much of the food that he eats. And also I would like to tell you a small story of this rabbit that I have. I had picked it up from a pet store, and the reason I had picked it up was it was severely wounded, had a big scar on its back. It was injured by a rabbit that was with it. The injury was because this particular rabbit because this particular rabbit that I have it for a couple of months now, and I have observed it, that it is one of the most active rabbits I have come across, and it's usually hungry all the time. And perhaps there has been a food fight when they have been fed in the small cages where it was in a small pet shop, and that is why a larger rabbit had actually attacked this rabbit, and I had seen it was not in an exceptional condition. So I brought it home, and fortunately I was able to treat it well, and it grew up well, and it is one of the naughtiest pets I have. I would also like to highlight here that my cat actually gets scared of the rabbit, because he's usually hopping around, and he's active, he teases everyone, and he's a very cute animal as well. Whenever I pet him, he just lies down and loves the love he gets. But now coming back to the topic, having a rabbit indoor is a little complicated. One, because they shed hairs. As I told in my previous video of cats, that any animal that has fur, they would shed their hairs. That is how they replace their coats and keep them new. And the other problem that would be is regarding their urination. Do get used to litter boxes, but at times they do not, and they can poop and litter outside as well. Litter can cause odor in the house, which is usually not tolerated by all. So having a rabbit completely indoor can be a little tricky, but if you can pet a rabbit and train it well, then it shouldn't be a problem. Good thing about rabbits is they clean themselves. You need not give them bath. Bathing is something which shouldn't be given to a rabbit. They are not used to being in water, so definitely bathing is a strict no-no when it comes to a rabbit. Also, I would like to make a highlight here that do not let your rabbit just roam around in open sky. That is, if you have a balcony, it can be dangerous to the rabbit. Cats and neighboring dogs can definitely attack your rabbit, and if it's in a balcony, an eagle can also try to attack a rabbit. I have seen a couple of cases where they have hopped out of balconies and they have hurt themselves, or they have been seriously injured, and in some cases they have lost their life. They do not understand that hopping outside the balcony can take their life. When they are indoors, you have to be really careful about them biting off your wires. They usually bite anything that they feel that they can try to eat. So you have to be careful and make the place rabbit proof. How do you make it rabbit proof? That is, you do not have things lying around the place that can be bit by the rabbit. So you ensure that they are things that cannot be torn or broken easily. So with this, there is another video that I'm recording immediately after this video. That is actually my next video. It would be released in a couple of days, and that is again related to the same animal, rabbit. It is grass. I have been on YouTube, and I was searching for a couple of videos on how to grow grass using ragi, but I couldn't find any genuine good videos. So I tried it myself, and the results were exceptionally good. And I haven't uploaded any plantation video since a while. So my next video is going to be on grass, and it's a very simple process, very easy to grow, and you can do it in a small tray. It would be my next video. Do watch my next video and keep up that love. Your love actually inspires me to make new content. So until my next video, I am Salman signing off. Take care of yourself and be careful before you buy a pet.